Alright guys, how's it going? Well, it's about 10 p.m. On Monday evening, I think. Dog hairs. It's only dog hair. I think it's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Sorry I haven't been around much today. Just been really busy. I'm tired, as you can probably tell. I didn't get my email out today. I did manage to get to the cafe to begin working on an email, but being the idiot that I am, I forgot to charge my laptop up over the weekend. So on Friday or no, it would have been Saturday. I put my bag down on the stairs, with the laptop in, and didn't think anything more of it. Today I just grabbed the bag, got sat down, spent a bit of time doing it, and then I got a warning saying 3%. I was like, you know what I mean? So I didn't get that out today, unfortunately, and I just had some things to take care of at home. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to speak properly to you today. And before I go to my bed, which is what I'm about to do in a moment, I just thought I'd touch base with you. I do believe I did a private video today, which was because I was talking about a couple of people in that video, one of them in particular, and I don't like talking about people, even if they're just journalists or something, like being negative about people. I prefer to speak in a private environment. The reason I'm making this video, I know I'm half asleep, but I've been really, really disappointed with a lot of the comments that I've seen about Jordan Henderson. To be honest with you, I like a laugh. I like to banter. I probably I've overstepped the line many times over the years, with my humour, because with me I can joke about anything. Honestly, like, I'm not sensitive, and life is difficult, and me and my family, we've always just used humour in any situation to get through life. So, I can banter, I can have a laugh and a giggle and all that. But I can honestly tell you that even though, like, many of you remember years ago, I used to call Jordan Henderson 5 yard, right? Because that's all he ever did was pass the ball 5 yards. And some Liverpool fans used to constantly say, have you seen his statistics? The amount of passes he makes. And I remember that being said on Sky Sports News once. And I was in my auntie's house and my cousin was there, her son, my cousin, Neil, and he's a Leeds United fan, right? He loves his football. And he went mental. He was like, yeah, you know why Jordan Henderson's got the most passes? Because he passes 5 yards back to the fucking defenders all the time. And that's what he said back then. I'm not saying he's a genius, but that was how other supporters saw it, So I always called him 5 yard, for a joke. And when he became, the Liverpool skipper, I mean, that's a big job to take on after Steven Gerrard. And I'll never forget that free kick when Balotelli basically took over a free kick. I can't remember the game, but you guys will. My memory's terrible. I was watching it and it was to the right, and Balotelli basically said to Henderson, "I'm doing it." Now we know that we have there's often times when players on the pitch where there's passion, and I'm taking on fucking. You know what I mean? That's fine. I ain't got a problem with that. But if my memory serves me rightly, I remember Jordan Henderson walking away like a beaten man, as if he was not in control of the situation. And I was never sure whether Jordan Henderson would be captain material. But these things were a long time ago. And listen, I am not a Jordan Henderson fanboy by any means. Me personally, if he was sold, obviously I'd wish him well, but I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. But the thing is, I don't think ever, in all my years as a Liverpool supporter, that I've ever hated on a Liverpool player. Hate is a strong word, but there have been players that have played for us that maybe I didn't like them because I knew a little bit more than the average fan about how they are off the pitch or something like that. Or maybe they were just not very good. But I can never think of a time when I've ever seen a Liverpool player on the pitch where I've never wanted him to do well or to prove me wrong. Right? So like Joe Allen, you know, people, I was never a big fan of his. The striker, can't remember his name, I'm too tired. Brendan Rodgers' first signing. Too tired. The other kid as well, there's another one as well. I don't fucking know. But, you know what I mean? I just like, it's annoying me now because I can't remember everyone's name. I have a terrible memory, but I would normally remember those names. And there's just certain players over the years I've thought, I don't really like this player. Please prove me wrong. And I think Jordan Henderson maybe did prove me wrong actually a little bit. But I never disliked Jordan Henderson. You know what I mean? I never disliked him. I was never convinced by him initially. And I think he's been a good Liverpool skipper. I do. And, you know, the most important thing is he always gives 100%. And to me, that's all I want from a Liverpool player, even the ones that I don't rate. Now, I'm not going to repeat any of the messages I've seen today on social media or comments about 5 Yard. That's banter. There's a difference between that and some of the comments I've seen today. And some of them are just totally... I don't get it. I don't think you can ever refer to yourself as a Liverpool fan or a Liverpool supporter, whichever term you want to use, if you speak disgracefully, disgustingly about any Liverpool player. I just don't think you can. And like I said, I'm not going to repeat the things. It's not because because they offend me or anything. It's because if I say things, it will identify some of the people that some of the things they've said, and some of these people are normally like pretty level-headed Liverpool supporters that I like. I don't have a problem, right, with any Liverpool supporter that says, you know, get shot, get rid, I'm not bothered, like, you know, it's time to move on. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about someone that says, oh, let's cash in, let's go, that'd be all right if we got X amount of millions from Steven Gerrard, you know what I mean, something like that. That's fine. I've seen some awful stuff. And there's no wonder that the so-called top Reds don't want those people that are talking like that about Jordan Henderson anywhere near their club. Because it isn't the Liverpool way. And I don't know how you define the Liverpool way today. Because times have changed, and I'm one of the first people that says that, and I'll go, look, it's not the 1960s anymore, mate. But decency and respect, that never changes. You can modernise anything. You can put money into anything. But you should never change the core values and principles of the club. And I don't get offended by what other Liverpool supporters ever say, whether it's about football, the team, the manager, the owners, me, anything. It doesn't... I don't get offended like that. Do you know what I mean? But I think if you're one of those Liverpool supporters that have overstepped the line with some of your comments, you know, about... I can't even say them because I know some people will be identified by me saying them. If you're one of the... You can't call yourself a Liverpool supporter. You can't. Even when Brendan Rodgers was at the club at the end of his time, you know, I didn't take glee from seeing him struggle or, you know, satisfaction when he was sacked. Maybe a sigh of relief, like because I knew it was going wrong or because of dividing the fan base. But every single game that he hung on for, I was like, come on, Brendan, just prove us fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the internet, maybe it's younger fans. Maybe it is some fans that, you know, not from the city, because maybe those fans in the city are a bit more hardcore with their beliefs. Many of those beliefs, by the way, you know, I think have changed over the years, where there are things that you need to go, hang on a minute, it ain't the 60s anymore. I'm not by any means digging out of town, so I'm an out of town supporter myself. I know the local fans, I know overseas fans. I know internet fans. I know only offline fans that never go on the internet. I know a wide, range of Liverpool supporters, and it doesn't matter which category you fall into it in that. But some of the stuff I've seen, guys, is just like beyond me. I can't understand that. I can't understand that. So be passionate. Be like, I don't rate him, Dung. Couldn't care less. I'll drive him there myself, right? That's borderline. That's all right. Maybe. Do you know what I mean? You don't rate the player. You want that deal to happen. There was a good example of that phrase years ago. Some of you will remember when I filmed Freddie Shepherd, the then Newcastle United owner, and I filmed him in the van. He knew there was a camera facing him. So I had my hand like that. It worked like now with a little camera or something. It was a freaking camera like that. And we said to him about Michael Owen coming back to Liverpool. Do you remember we pulled up alongside him? I was driving the old cop top van there. And we said about Michael Owen, can we have him for 8 million? Then that's what the rumoured price was at the time. I think it was 8 million. Can we have him? Would you let him go through? He says, I'd fucking drive him there. Do you know what I mean? And because we got that on film, it went viral. And it was on every news, but Sky Sports, BBC, ITN, everything. Every major news network, 6 o'clock news, 10 o'clock news. It went all over the world because it was such a big deal to have the chairman of a football club, and Michael Owen was massive at the time, and the chairman going, I'll fucking carry him there, myself to get rid of him, in other words. And that was on my original YouTube channel, and my channel got shut down, my original YouTube channel. Can you believe that? I got done for copyright infringement. I filmed it, right? And because I then used the footage from BBC, ITV, etc., I got filed for copyright infringement. Can you believe that? Fucking idiots. But they're saying I'll drive him there myself. I think that's acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really, I'm driving there myself, But when you say, like, good riddance, get out of the club, you know what I mean? I think it's fine to say, hey, look, he's not what he was, or he's not. But come on, guys. This is your captain of your club. You don't have to rate him. And I'm not even one of these fanboys. I couldn't give a shit, really. Do you know what I mean? About Jordan Henderson, I mean. What I mean with that, I don't wish harm or anything like that. What I mean is, if he goes, he goes. Like, all right, great, yeah, I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. Because he's not one of me, like, I don't really rate him highly, like, massively. Do you know what I mean? But if he stays, I support him forever, as I support any Liverpool player that turns out for us. So, I don't know, that's it. I know I'm tired, but I had to say this before I went to bed tonight, because it's been on my mind all day. And to be honest with you, I thought, I'll do that video in the morning. I'll make my thoughts known in the morning. But I don't really want to start tomorrow ranting and raving. I know that in the morning I'll be more fucking, animated. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather start the day positively. But yeah, I was very disappointed with some of the stuff. Now, I'm not gonna budge on my opinion that if you speak in the manner that I've seen some people speak today, you're not a Liverpool supporter. You don't understand. You don't understand. Don't confuse me with what I'm saying. If you don't rate him, if you think he should be sold, if you drive him there your fucking self, that's different. That's like you're allowed to say that. But not some of the shit I've seen. Terrible. Right, guys, I gotta go. I'm very hot, as you can see. It's very hot here. I'm very tired. I'm not sleeping at the moment. I keep waking up. Last night I woke up at 4 a.m. And then about, I don't know, I keep waking up at 5:45, 5:50 a.m. every fucking morning. But we'll see. Maybe that'll change soon. I will be making a cup of coffee in here tomorrow morning for you guys. Well, for me. There's one for you, there's one for you, one for you. No, a cup of coffee for me. And we'll hopefully have something, to talk about tomorrow. Today's just been, I haven't, listen, I like going to the cafe and having a coffee, and doing my little updates and stuff like that. I sat down, I had one drink, and then the laptop was done. I was like, do you know what I mean? I didn't even have my car because I just dropped it off at the garage. So I was on foot. So I've just had one of those days, and I also had to do some accounting stuff that needed doing today. I had a Spanish lesson. I've got another Spanish lesson in the morning. That's all right. But just an hectic day, guys. You know that if I'm not around, there's something going on, isn't there? Anyway, I do appreciate you watching this video. Please don't take it the wrong way. If you are one of those people that's like, no, I want to see him sold, I ain't got a problem with it. It don't matter if I've got a problem or not. It's not fucking what I think's irrelevant, right? I'm just passing my opinion. I'm just talking about some Liverpool fans, you know, that I see on social media that I kind of agree with the majority of things they say, because I'm, you know, aligned with their thoughts about the ownership and things like that. But some of the stuff I've seen about Jordan, man, yeah, fucking not having that. That boy gives 100% every time for Liverpool Football Club, and it means something to wear that shirt of Liverpool Football Club. And those people are exactly the ones that fucking whinge and moan when someone doesn't try or doesn't put their effort in. Jordan Henderson deserves more respect, regardless of what you think of him and his ability. I'm not a fan of Jordan Henderson's, but he deserves more respect than I've seen today. Good night, God bless, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Please thumbs up the video if you agree with me. If you've got a small dick, please thumbs down. Because all the people that hate Jordan Henderson are going to be like that. Well, maybe there's a bit of truth in what I'm saying as well. Maybe that's something you've got in common with each other. Please leave a comment, because there hasn't been many comments today, obviously, because I just did that one private video. And I do spend a lot of time reading your comments. All right, I'm sorry if the video's naff. I'm very hot, very tired. We'll be here in the morning, all being well, guys. Good night, God bless.